Good morning.
Good morning, Rodney. Good start to today. Great evening. Like, not as great as I'd like it to be, but great in a lot of ways. Well, one, I started step 4 all over again. I got to question number 11. And I didn't finish question 11. Question 11 in step 4 is, do you have any resentments towards anyone? List these people and why. And I'm not going to go into details on this platform of who I listed, but I will say that I had some people in there, which I just didn't think I did. But working this, I have to be honest. I can't sit here and candy coat it. And so there was a specific person in there I didn't think I had a resentment towards, or not towards, but against. And it opened up some stuff. I put myself in there. And when I put myself in there, then I just opened it all up. I went into my past. I went into going back out. I talk about how I'm grateful that I went through everything I went through. I have a resentment. I had multiple years clean and I went back out. There's a resentment towards myself about that. Writing it down doesn't give it any power. Putting it in the closet does. And I needed to do that. But more importantly, I needed to just write out how I felt about a specific person and why. I felt like I was tricked. They asked me to come to a meeting and then that happened to me. I felt like it was a setup. Specifically. And I didn't realize how much that hurt me. I remember one time, and when I think about it, I remember one time somebody was like, hey, come meet us over at such and such. And I did, and then I got jumped. And that was my friend, I thought. And so I show up, and then this is different. This is way different. But is it though? Yeah. But I think writing it down and then not even sharing about it, I think writing it down gave me the ability to sit down with it and say, so why are you sitting here hoping? And it really took away what I didn't think I could take away. I kept asking myself, why do I keep feeling like this? And it really, when I wrote all this down, it really gave me a perspective of and then I woke up this morning. It's funny, I deleted, I got rid of some, I got rid of a specific person I follow, and then they messaged me in a different way, to look at this again. Which then I thought to myself, this phrase, and I love this phrase because it got me through my first, my second, my 5th, my 7th, my 8th year in sales, my 10th year in sales. Some will, some won't. So what next? Right? Now, if you've never been in sales, that is how you go from one customer to the next. And it's a law of averages. I'm going to have, if I'm Godzilla, 20% success rate. That's what we always say. you're going to close, you will get 20% of the people you talk to, which means if you want 20 deals, you got to talk to 100 people. Now I go in and day out for year after year. In September of this year, I will have had 25 years of sales experience. Day one was door to door. 25 years. That's a big deal. When I hit the 25-year marker, I'm putting it on my body. And I can, and what's really cool is I can say that I hit 25 years and I was clean. So I kept saying, well, the shark or this or that, it's going to be on my body. No, man. You hit the 25-year marker in anything, that's a big deal. And the fact that I'm clean, and by the time I hit that, I'll have 1 year clean. A little over. Isn't that interesting? That's pretty cool. I didn't even think about that till right now. Because 8/24, well, sorry. (8/29/24) is my clean date. And then 9/11/2025 will be my 25th anniversary of entering into sales. And since then, that is what I've done for a living. So, that's like 2 weeks, right? The 2 weeks thing, right? Almost. And I think that day I'm gonna go get me a ABC tattoo. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. ABC. That shit'll be on my back. Always be closing. Like I tried it. Anyways, fuck, man, I didn't even think about that, but this video is helping me do that. It's helping me like acknowledge this. I'll have 1 year clean, a full year clean, by the time I have 25 years of something. And I'm pretty proud of myself for sticking it through. 15 in the car business. Wow. Anyways, and that's for myself. Like, it's not to be like, look at me. Take it however you want to. Anyways, I'm really excited to because like I went into this about that, and then it turned into that, which is great. You know, like it's all about how this goes. But you know, I started my step 4 over again. You know, I had to go past the shit I already did and say, no, we're starting over. Right? This is, you know, and then I thought to myself after I did it, you know, and then, you know, I talked to somebody in recovery and they helped me kind of like work through it. But I thought to myself, yeah, man, you took a little break. You started your step work and then you took a little break. Basically, the train stopped. And you know, all that shit happened. And now I'm back on that motherfucking train, headed forward. You know, and I don't know if they have mirrors on trains, but trains go forward, not backwards. Although you can put it back, I've seen them go backwards. But I mean, generally speaking, they don't have a rear view mirror because you're not looking behind you when you're on the train. You're moving ahead, and I'm back to moving ahead. You know, and I can leave whatever back at the station where I was delayed. And I'm back on track. And the good news is that like I didn't lose any clean time over anything that's happened over the last 8 months. So yeah, man, good start to the day. I had my clothes ready last night. I had the kids' clothes ready this morning, made my bed. it's a good start to my day. I'm ready. I'm fired up. I need to go into work and just like kill it. And I'm ready for that too. And today's just going to be a great day. I'm ahead of schedule on the deals, right? I need like 2 more and then I got bonus. And I usually get that by the 15th, so I'm good there. I'm working step work again, like I keep telling myself on these videos. For what? The last couple of months, I need to get on my step. I need to get on my step. Well, yesterday I handled that. Not only did I do that, then I went to the gym last night. So I was able to boom, boom. I got somebody who's going to come over and help with the house on Sunday or Monday. And yeah. Things are on the up and up. But yeah, the first thought that popped in my head, you know how I always, like, I'm always saying, like, first thought wrong, and, you know, that's a reoccurring thing and theme in this thing. I woke up, saw a ding on my phone, looked at it. It was that fucking poem that bothered me yesterday or the day before, where I was like, you know, yeah. And then I ended up getting rid of that so I didn't have to see it anymore, and then I get this tag with my name on it so I could look at it again. And I thought to myself, you know, some will, some won't, so what, next? And I need to apply that in all areas of my life too. If something's not going my way and I don't like it, or I lose something, some will, some won't, so what, next? We get to choose how long we want to wallow in whatever we're wallowing in. I get to choose that. How long do I want to go through something? How long do I want to go through something until I'm ready to grow through it? Well, the answer is simple for me: as long as it takes. And sometimes it's as long as it's exactly as long as it did take. So I don't have to sit back and be like, man, that took too long. I read something on like a post or something that, like, oh no, it was somebody who was talking to me that they said it was you know, too much time. What did they say? A bad investment of time. No, I don't believe that at all. Everything happens exactly the way it happened, for exactly how long it happened. And the longer and more that I realize that that's how shit goes. And see, here's the thing. I can't use that too much in my future, not do anything, because, you know, faith without works is dead. But when I'm sitting with something and it's already happened and I'm harboring it right in here, what I can do is say, okay, this happened exactly how long it was going to happen. So I can accept that that's how much time it was going to take. So that way I'm not sitting here like, why did it take so long for me to get clean? Why did it take so long for me to stay in that last relationship? Not this one, but the one before. You know, why did it take so long for the one before that? In the last 25 years, I've had two relationships, long term, and then one long distance. And that was like short-lived. But really, yeah, in the last 25 years, I've caught feelings 3 times. I mean, that's not too bad. I was talking to a friend of mine. I was like, hey, he was like, you know, your problem is, and then he went into like what I choose. And then he's like, I was like, well, okay. He's like, yeah, you leave one and then you go to the next, and it's just like that. And I said, okay. Well, how long, like what in the last 25 years, how many relationships have you been in? And he was like, well, I average about 3 a year. It's kind of my track record. And he's like, you're probably like me. And I said, okay, well, how many do you think I've been? He's like, well, I would do the math and blah, blah, blah. I said, well, how about in 25 years, 2? And he laughed and he's like, really? Yes. I'm not, I don't have, like, I will stay sometimes longer than need. But if I really go into what I just said, as long as I'm going to stay, I'm just not one to like go from one to the next. My track record is 16 and then 10. And now like a couple months. That probably, if given my own choice, it would have lasted a long time. But everything happens exactly for as long as it's going to happen. So Yeah, man. I'm truly blessed that I can sit here, self-reflect, not beat myself up, and also be able to work through things in a positive way. Positive. And not really have to worry about if people think it's the right way to work through things. It's the way I'm working through things. And I'm doing good. I'm doing well. So just keep pushing, Rodney. You got some milestones coming up. Some huge milestones. Don't forget about those too. And have a blessed day. Have a good day. And just remember that everything will work out the way it's going to. And the longer and the more I have that viewpoint, the easier it is for me to not go fucking nuts. Which I'm really good at. Bye.